Hi, my name's Jessica.
And my name's Kelsey.
And this is our Adopt a Forested Ecosystem project. We did our project at Metamora Hadley State Park. It is a 723-acre park in Lapeer County, Michigan.
At the center of the park, there is an 80-acre man-made lake called Lake Minnewanna.
At the park, it is open for camping with over 200 camping sites. It is also open for hiking, canoeing, kayaking, and fishing, with even some parts open for snowmobiling and hunting.
We classified our forest as Mesic Southern Forest.
Southern Mesic forests are generally found on flat and rolling land on medium to fine textured moraines and lake plains.
The soils of Mesic Southern Forests are typically well drained and have a high water and nutrient holding capacity.
Mesic Southern Forests generally have unique traits from smaller disturbances, such as wind disturbance, that result in gap phase dynamics.
Although our site has room for many recreational activities, the disturbances are minimal. Besides wind disturbances, we observe slight disturbances from human traffic, such as beach, walking paths, and minimal litter.
This forest type is common below the climatic tension zone in the southern half of the lower peninsula of Michigan.
Southern Mesic forests are typically dominated by beech and sugar maple. However, the overstory of our stand was dominated by silver maple. This could be due to the fact that the lake was man-made and there is a combination of wet and dry areas in this forest. Sugar maple needs consistently well-drained and fertile soils, where silver maple can be found on floodplains. Due to the streams, pools of water, and Lake Minnewanna, the terrain is not well-drained.
The topography at our site was slightly hilly and had several forms of water, including streams, pools, and the man-made lake. The soil is a mixture of dry and wet, depending on the area. Our forest is characteristic of Mesic Southern Forest, partly due to the sandy loam texture of the A&E horizons, as well as the large ovaloir, measuring 3 centimeters in the fall.
The soil in our stand had an O horizon that was 3 centimeters, an A horizon that was 1.5 centimeters, and an E horizon that was 6.5 centimeters. The A horizon had a sandy loam texture and had medium acidity with a pH of 5.5. The E horizon also had a sandy loam texture, but was only slightly acidic with a pH of 6.0.
Soil pH in southern Mesic forests can range anywhere from slightly acidic to moderately alkaline. There are hydrogen ions present that will block the nutrient binding sites in the soil. However, due to the only slightly acidic nature of our soil, there is a decent amount of nutrient binding sites available, so the nutrients won't leach from the soil.
Our stand was composed primarily of Acer saccharinum, Quercus rubra, and Prunus serratina. The dominant overstory species for our stand was Quercus rubra, followed by Prunus serratina and Acer saccharinum.
Although the stand contains the most trees of Acer saccharinum, the overstory of the stand is primarily dominated by a volume of trees consisting of Quercus rubra and Prunus serratina.
Quercus rubra is a species with intermediate shade tolerance that is often associated with Mesic forests and cool, moist areas with well-drained soil. Prunus serratina is a species with shade-tolerant youth that become shade intolerant as they age. The species is often found at openings caused by disturbances in Mesic and dry Mesic forests. Acer saccharinum is a fast-growing shade and intolerant species that is often found on floodplains.
Our stand is in the understory reinitiation stage of stand development. We have many large dominant trees in our stand, but also have newer trees forming multiple cohorts. We had some large trees that had died and fallen over due to density-independent mortality. Our canopy was primarily closed other than the gaps created by the large fallen trees.
In our understory, we can find Hymelus virginiana, witch hazel, Ostrea virginiana, musclewood, and Prunus serratina, black cherry, all of which are shade-tolerant species entering the understory, a characteristic of a forest in the understory reinitiation stage. There were also several plants covering the ground, forming a herbaceous layer in the understory.
About 2 inches long, completely covered in yellow and green hair with long bunches of black bristles. These bristles contain toxins and can break off and can embed themselves into skin, causing burning, itching, and can develop into a rash. These caterpillars feed on leaves of oak, ash, elm, elder, willow, and maple. The caterpillar of American dagger moth.
Thank you to Michigan State Parks and the DNR.
Thanks for the opportunity to complete this project here, as well as for maintaining a beautiful area for us to enjoy.
Thank you to Dr. Witt for providing us with the knowledge and support to complete this project, and for holding down the defense on the court.